Hey, here we go. Hey, we're going 3 trill left. Hey, let's go Batman. Hey, we're going 3 trill left out.
Ladies and gentlemen,
3 trill left out.
tonight we are excited to welcome back the class of 1995 to the Hahnville homecoming football game. It's great to have you back in the city, cheering on the team and recapping what you expect. Celestine around the right side. Teams around the left side. We have flag now. Fabian, Celestine in the middle.
Straight on the nose. All right? Tomorrow, you go to the other side. All right? Tomorrow, you go in the 3, you play in the 1. All right? Ends playing the tight 5. I still want 2 linebackers. I want the top safety to come off the field. All right? We're going to lock this shit across the board.
Hey, watch the H. Watch the H.
Watch the H. Hey, watch the H. All right? We're going to lock this shit right here. We're going to lock this shit right here. We're going to get it.
Hey, don't talk about this shit in practice. Situational football, dog. We work this shit, man. Hey, did we not work this, right? Count down, put foot down, right? Let's get a fucking stop right here, man. Let's get a fucking stop right here, man. Let's get a fucking stop right here. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, it's now or never.
Austin, you come up here. Yeah, come up here.
Hey, Dominic!
Hey, watch the A slip!
With Fabian Hahnville, first down for the Tigers. Fabian Celestine on the carry for Hahnville, first down for the Tigers. And a tackle number 14, Aaron Williams. G-Sportz complete. Tackle number 15, Aaron Williams. Field goal is good. Your score, 1 minute and 28 seconds remaining in the first half. Thibodaux 6. Intercepted in the end zone, and that's the end of your half. You start halftime, Hahnville 10.
Hey, he go motion! 13, go move! Going there!
Celestine at the middle.
Hey, come on! Come on! Push up! Push up!
What we gotta do for it? What we gotta do for it, bro?
First and goal from the Thibodaux line. Fabian today. You're scoring with 2:44 remaining in your ball game. Hahnville 34, Thibodaux 12. On the carry.
Yeah, Coach Narcisse and his staff are doing a fantastic job. Like I told the team just now, they played from the opening kickoff all the way to the end. Even when you're a team that you know the game's pretty much over, they fighting to get a score, fighting to score. So hats off to that program.
Talk about at the half, it was only up 6. What kind of adjustments your defense made in the second half and your offense to be able to pull away in that second half like that?
Yeah, and I thought the defense played well all night. They, the adjustments-wise, maybe a couple things coverage-wise. They were hitting a few little passes on us. Offensively, we just had to get back to doing what we do. We had an uncharacteristic first half, making mistakes, misreading the front. We misread the coverage a couple times. We had a protection bust. So we just said, look, we're going to do our simple stuff, the things we hang our hat on, and the second half we should be fine.
Talk about Fabian and Celestine, man, how you're able to get him the ball, on the perimeter and in the passing game, and how he affects the game so much offensively.
Yeah, so when I got here, Fabian had a reputation of not being able to catch the football. So I think he's shown through the first 6 weeks that he's got good hands and he knows what to do with it when he catches it. So not just in the backfield between the tackles, he's very good in the perimeter.
And I thought Bennett Knockhand, man, his versatility, being able to play wide receiver, putting back in quarterback. He made 2 touchdowns tonight and receiving that quarterback. Talk about his versatility and how that brings so much dynamic to your offense.
Same thing, it's a good wrinkle, good change up for us when you put him back there. Landon's a good runner, but Bennett's a 4.5, 40 guy. So he gives a threat to the defense that Landon might not give. He also can throw the ball, so he's multi-dimensional. We try to stress the defenses in as many ways as we can, and they play off of each other. We'll leave Landon at receiver, move Bennett to quarterback, and vice versa.
Past the midway point of the season, what you seeing from your team right now going into the end of the district play and things you feel like you need to work on?
Yeah, we need to work on the little things. I think fundamentally we still play high on the offensive line. We still give up too many deep balls on defense. But the kids have the work ethic. They want to be successful. They work hard in practice. We did a great job of protecting the football, which I've always said if you can do that in high school, you have a chance to win most weeks.
You come out, you pop a run, and then you kind of get some penalties that can kind of get you behind the chains. And so we got to clean up the self-inflicted wounds, right? They won the turnover battle. We turned the ball over 3 times. We got ourselves at 1st and 25s. And when you get in those situations to where you got a great team, you got to put them away. I mean, we didn't do those things, right? And I tell those guys, when you play a great team, it's come down to 8 plays, right? We fumble before halftime with a chance to go up, we throw a pick 6, and then we give up 2 touchdowns coming out on a long drive. So there's a lot of things that the scores look a lot worse than the game went, right? But like I said, like when you give up and you put yourself in those situations, you don't take advantage of those opportunities, man. Like those things happen, and so I think that's just all part of just kind of building and kind of grinding through of learning how to win. And I think we're getting close to it. I think the biggest issue was we couldn't run the ball. Right, they did a phenomenal job controlling it up front. I thought we matched up well with them on the perimeter. I think Damian threw for 250 and 3 touchdowns. But like I said, man, like you can't turn the ball over that many times against a great team. You just can't, especially in those situations, right? You got opportunity to go up 13-10 at halftime, or whatever the case may be. Then you get the ball coming back. That's a 14-point swing going into a big game, and so we didn't take advantage of our opportunity when we had them. And so we'll get back to the drawing board, get ourselves back, clean up the correction, man, and get ourselves back in the win column next week. But that's a great team, man. That's a great team. You're talking about a team that's going to play deep in the playoff. And so those guys have been the strength of our team all year, right? We got to do a better job offensively of when those guys put us in situations, right? They get us down here inside the 2 twice on 4th down, we stop them, right? It's like that's how you be relentless. That's how you have grit. And so I'm proud of those guys. We just got to continue to make this a team effort to kind of continue to clean everything up, right? So we'll celebrate the positive and harp on the negative and kind of get ourselves back going. Because you get so high on these high horses thinking that, like you get to a 5-0 and then you kind of get away from what got you to that point, right? And so you're talking about when you talk about the great established team that's in 5A, right? That's one of them, right? And so if we're going to compete in December, November, right, we got to be able to take advantage and we got to be able to win games like these, right? You got to be able to win them. Right, and so I think this was a great learning lesson for us to understand, right, how much better we have to get, how much more detailed we need to be, and how much harder we need to play in the midst of all of those things. And so I think there's a lot of things we can learn from this, but it's also see ourselves compete like we close, man. We close, all right? And you sit here and point the finger at whatever, man, but everybody had a piece in it, right? So I'm excited to see how much those guys continue to get better as the season goes on. Man, you're talking about you taking over a program that hadn't really won, and when I mean win, like getting 7-8 wins a year, right? In the district we in, right? You got a Dutch Grand, you got a Terrebonne, you got a Hahnville, a HL, and being able to come out and compete with those guys every week, right? And so I always tell myself, man, if you're gonna take over a program, man, at some point you got to build it. Right, you can't we don't run from hard things, and so we got our foundation set of what needs to be. We was able to kind of come out and grind out some wins early, and like I said, guys, like I told those guys, man, most people die going downhill than going up because people lose focus once they start going down and realize that steep's a lot more dangerous going down than going up, and so can we continue to get ourselves back on track to the thing that's got us going up those first 5 games, and so. We're going to keep working, man. We're going to keep working, man. It takes some time to break those losing habits and kind of get those guys back working. But like I said, man, that's what I signed up for, man. So we ain't going to run from it. We're going to go get it.